Welcome back, Agent, to Spy Training, Lesson 2, Encoding a Message to Plain Text. In this video, we're going to talk about what it takes to encode a message that you have written out using the checkerboard and the code book to get plain code. Let's say that we want to encode a message. Let's start off with something simple. Hello, Agent. Now, the first thing that you need to know when you create a message is that to indicate that the message has ended, that you need to end it with 2 periods. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we need to do with that. So the first thing we're going to look at is we're going to look at the code book and to see if there's any shortcuts as far as words that we have in here that we can write shorter by using the code book. And then we're going to use the checkerboard to convert the rest of those letters and characters into numbers. So the first place we're going to check here is our code book. And we notice that agent is has a code of 055. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and write 0055. Now the reason why we have this first 0 here is because on our code table, any time that we use a code from the code book, we have to prefix it with the 0, and that's how we're going to know that that is a special code. So that means that we've got 055. Let's convert the rest of this. Hello, the H in hello would be 75. And so sometimes it's helpful to do that. 75. The E is 2. The L is 78, and we've got another 78 here. So that helps us line up that. Then we've got a letter O, which is 5. Then we have this space in between the words, and the space is going to be 99. And then we have the word agent, which is 055, and then we've got the period, which is 91, and then 91 again. All right, so that's the message that we've used the checkerboard and the code book to turn from plain text into plain code. Now the final part of this step is to group these in groupings of 5 numbers. So let's go ahead and take this down here, another line, and we're going to group these into 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. There we go, 91. All right, so we don't have a grouping of 5 here. So what we're going to do is we're going to just keep repeating 919191 until we get to the end. So in some cases it just might be 9, it might be 91, it might be 919. In this case we need 2 more characters, so we're ending this with 91. So that's how we end a message to get the last grouping of 5. So we have successfully used our checkerboard and code book to encode this message into plain code. The other thing that we want to do, we'll talk a little bit about these other characters here in this code book. So for example, if we wanted to say something like hello agent period 2 planes, so, and that's our message, then what we would do with that is here's a period at the end of agent, so that's going to be another 91 there. The number 2 is special in the case that we prefix a number by 90 and we also end a number by 90. And then what we do is, in this case there's only 1 digit, we repeat that digit 3 times. So if this was like 21 planes, then we would do something like this. So this indicates that the whole thing in between here and here are a number, and we repeated to hopefully make it so that we won't make a mistake along the way. So here is that, and here is that number for 21. And then planes. I'm assuming planes is probably going to be on our code book. We look at that. Airplane is. So we'll just go ahead and change that, and that's 064. Okay, so that's going to be airplanes. And 0064, because we need to prefix our 064 code with our code 0 from the code book. Other things that we want to do is if we wanted to ask a question or that we wanted the other agent to respond back, there is no question mark here. So we would prefix the question with 98, saying this is a request. I want you to answer this request. But that's those are the steps that it takes to encode. And then what we would do is we would follow through with the same thing. Let's see, we got all the way down here to this 91 here, which is this 05591. So here's the rest of the statement that we have. And let's go ahead and continue to group these in groups of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in this case, we're ending 91 with 91, but we need another grouping of 5, so it's going to be 919. So that is our message encoded in Plaincode using our checkerboard and code book. Good luck, Spy.